you may wonder, why am I unhappy? I will tell you why, and also how to improve your life, create the life you want, have the best experience of life possible. All this on how to life, knowledge and skills to do just that. Have the best experience of life possible. So let's get back to your question. Why am I unhappy? Why am I not happy? Because you are a slave to your mind. What does that mean? It means that you go wherever your mind takes you. Wherever your thoughts go. You identify with your thoughts. This is your downfall. Can I fix it? Yes, of course you can fix it. How do you do that? You have to disregard your thoughts. Go beyond the mind. Is that possible? Yes, of course it's possible. There is a state of being beyond your mind that was actually before your mind came to life, before your mind developed, before your brain developed. It's your natural state. Does it take long? Not really. It can happen very quickly. Depending on your understanding of your true nature and your effort and diligence to follow it through on a daily basis. Where do I start? You start with gaining the basic understanding of what your mind is, what your thoughts are, how it functions. And you go from there. Can we start now? Yeah, sure. Let's get into it. You've got your body mind. What I mean by that, you've got your body with the organs that just do their job, whatever they need to do. The lung, the kidney, the heart, the brain, they all do their job. They all have their own software. And the working of the brain is manifesting as the mind, as the thoughts. The thoughts are the working of the brain. And the working of the brain is totally mechanical, like every other organ in your body. It just goes on and it works without you doing anything about it. Like you don't make your lungs work, you don't make your heart work, you don't make your kidney work, you don't make your liver work. They work without you doing anything. All you need to do is maintain your survival as a body-mind. The same goes for the brain. Brain works by itself, on its own accord, by its own software. And what the brain is, it's a memory bank. Whatever ever happened to you in your life since you were born, or since the brain was developed enough to record it, it's recorded inside the brain. It's a memory bank, and it also has a little bit of a collective memory from the humankind. And when there's something comes from the outside, when there is some sort of interference or some sort of observance or something happening on the outside, and sort of the brain registers it, it acts as the memory bank, and then it makes certain connections between the brain cells, and the thoughts are happening. The thoughts are always just what is inside the memory bank. It's nothing else. And it's always according to the own software, the software of the brain, of that memory bank, of the brain itself. It's nothing to do with you. So when something happens on the outside, some sort of a slight disturbance, and your senses, your 5 senses of your body mind register it, and then the brain starts sort of reacting. The brain cells start connecting between the cells, activated the memory bank, and the thoughts come out, and the more thoughts and more thoughts, and the brain cells connect with themselves, with each other, with the clusters of brain cells according to its own software. And that's what the thoughts are, completely mechanical, completely separate from who you are. You've got really no influence on that whatsoever. It's just happening mechanically. And once the brain gets into a certain movement and starts connecting, the brain cells connect between themselves and do the movement on and on and on. Again, it works by itself. It doesn't even need any stimulus from the outside. It just goes on, as you know yourself. You can have some little stimulus from the outside, and then the brain cells start connecting between themselves, and then all sorts of thoughts come one after another, like carriages in a train. It doesn't stop. It just goes on and on and on. Sometimes the time comes that you want to go to sleep and you're tired, but your brain just goes on and on and on, just absolutely independent of yourself, and you struggle with it. And you follow wherever your brain, your thoughts take you, whatever your brain activity is. You see how stupid, how sort of ignorant that is? Did you identify yourself with your brain? That whatever your thoughts are, did you think that's what you are, who you are? It's a complete mistake. 95% of everything that ever comes out from brain activity is complete rubbish. And there are some thoughts that are relevant, and you will learn to use your thoughts just when you need them and for what you need them, and everything else you will disregard. And for the rest of your time, you will rest into the state that was prior to the brain, prior to the development of the brain, and will be after you die. That is the same state. You are still in the same state, but you just mistakenly think that you are this body-mind, this sort of a brain, this sort of a thoughts, this sort of a mind. You know what I mean? You are the observer. You're the life force inside, and you can control it. And with me on my channel, and with the help of a lot of other people who have other YouTube channels on this YouTube platform that is tied under the video, you will start gaining an insight into how to be in control and how to actually connect with the real you, with the state of consciousness that was before you were born, before the brain developed, and will go on even after your body-mind dies. And it's still going on, but you're just ignorant of it, or you just maybe sense a tiny little bit of it. But with me staying on this channel and following my videos, you will sense more and more. You will connect with it more and more, and you will be more and more in control of who you are and what is sort of happening in your so-called life, and what is sort of happening in the so-called outside world, and how you sort of react to it and how you sort of deal with it. And you will rest. You will rest in a very peaceful state of almost pure bliss. Beyond any happiness and unhappiness and sorrow and sadness and enthusiasm and disturbance, beyond all that, because that is your true nature. And because it is your true nature, you will fall into it easily. Follow me and believe in what is inside you. Because what is inside you is your true nature. What is inside you is who you really are. You just need to believe in that. And everything else will happen spontaneously. And it will be wonderful beyond the words. So stay with me, follow the people I recommend under my video, and help support my channel by the means I state under the video. Talk soon. Ciao.